called Quick Time. What hawk-like bird used by hunters in the Middle Ages is now Winchester Thurston?
Falcon.
Falcon, now used as a mascot of the U.S. Air Force Academy. An American military officer led the capture of Peking during what anti-foreigner uprising that took place in China. Winchester Thurston?
Boxer Rebellion.
Boxer Rebellion back in 1900. Nesting on a building at New York University, two red-tailed hawks have been named Boo and Scout after characters in what Harper Lee, Winchester Thurston?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird. But Harper Lee, no. Correct. Take a look at your monitor. 30-point question right now. Here you see an Australian cape sharing its name with the British dynasty that fought the Lancasters in the War of the Winchester Thurston. York in the War of the Roses. Police were called recently when a mountain lion was found roaming the streets of what capital city of Idaho? Winchester Thurston.
Boise.
Boise is correct. Now the sine of what angle less than 90 degrees equals the cosine of 35 degrees? Winchester Thurston.
55.
55 degrees is correct. The southernmost fjord in the northern hemisphere is an old description of what New York City river named for an English explorer. Bishop Canavan.
Hudson.
That's correct. The Hudson River. A visual clue now worth 30 points. Take a look. On a visit to the U.S. Supreme Court, you can see this Rembrandt Peale painting of what fourth Chief Justice who served in his post for 34 years. Winchester Thurston.
Marshall.
Marshall. John Marshall. There's a college in Huntington, West Virginia named for him. Now Marshall University. Feminists might object to the title of a Shakespeare comedy that includes what word? Winchester Thurston.
Taming of the Shrew.
Taming of the Shrew, referring to a scolding, bad-tempered woman. Choice now for you. How many electrons are there in the outer shell of potassium? 1. Taylor roll the dice.
1.
1 is correct. 1, 7, or 0. You got it right. 1 is correct. To teach his sons self-reliance, John Weiss wrote a novel about what shipwrecked Swiss family that became a Taylor roll the dice.
The Swiss Family Robinson.
That's correct. It became a worldwide favorite, up to 360 points. Visual clue for you now. Through his clothing store, yes, it went bankrupt. What man shown here on the left went on to become the 33rd president of Winchester Thurston?
Truman.
Harry S. Truman went on to become president. Some reproductions are worthless, but a reproduction of Gilbert Stuart's portrait of George Washington is worth at least what denomination of U.S. currency? Winchester Thurston?
$1.
$1. That is correct. There are many diet plans out there today. 2 minutes to go in the game. None as strict as that of a mythical king condemned to stand near food. Winchester Thurston?
Tantalus.
Tantalus. It's tantalizing, but you can't quite reach it. You're right. Now, Article 2, Section 4 of the Constitution, it specifies what action allowing the House of Representatives to charge federal officials with high Taylor dice.
Impeachment.
Correct. High crimes and misdemeanors. Minute and a half to go in the game. A professor named Hippocrates, Apostle, translated into English the writings of what ancient Greek philosopher who had been a student of Plato's? Winchester Thurston.
Aristotle.
Aristotle is correct. Archaeologists were thrilled when they found a 4,000-year-old necklace near what lake on the Peru-Bolivian border? Taylor roll the dice.
Lake Titicaca.
That is correct. Now, according to the recent survey, the most numerous pets in the United States are not dogs, not cats. What creatures of interest to an ichthyologist? Winchester Thurston.
Fish.
Yeah, it's easy to keep about 100 fish in a tank, but not so for a dog or a cat. Now, should you color rivers on a map to match their names, South Africa's major river would be what? Winchester Thurston.
Orange.
Orange, that's right, the Orange River. 45 seconds to go. When British women were first able to vote in 1918, they had to be at least how old? Winchester Thurston. Right, that's correct. 12 years older than the minimum U.S. voting age. One of the greatest achievements in the history of archaeology, wrote one historian about the excavation of the ancient Troy by what German archaeologist? Anyone take a shot at that one? Heinrich Schliemann. Now, geologists have used the phrase cryptocrystalline quartz to describe what stone once used for making Native American arrowheads and for lighting Winchester Thurston. You must watch an awful lot of Survivor. That's correct. Now, in Kansas, there's a Hall of Fame for what specific breed of large dog. We'll finish the question, which runs at racetracks and names